Hey guys, it's me Arlene, Delicious Delights. So recently I was on a perfume forum and I came across a picture of Madonna in her bathroom. Apparently it's a picture that she posted of herself on her Instagram, which I used to follow, but I had to unfollow because there was a point where she was posting some kind of weird stuff. I'm more of a fan of the Madonna from the 80s and 90s and I guess the early 2000s. And then the more recent present Madonna, not so much. I actually saw her in concert last year and I've been a Madonna fan for a long time, since I was a kid. And I really enjoyed the concert. However, even though I knew that she would be late because she often comes on late for her concerts, me sitting there waiting and waiting, I got more and more annoyed. And so after the concert, I was kind of like meh about Madonna, but I'm feeling better again. And so I'm enjoying her music again because honestly, like immediately after the concert, I was kind of annoyed every time I heard her music, even though I know this is something she normally does, but I don't think that's right. No matter how famous you are and how popular you are, you should always try to stay kind and humble and considerate, especially of your fans. But that's another whole topic I can talk about. But anyways, back to this Instagram post. She posted a picture of herself in a bathroom with her fragrances. I assume they are her fragrances in the background. So I'll post a picture up here, and it's kind of hard to see because it's kind of blurry even when you zoom up to it, but I'm going to do my best to guess which fragrances these are. So let's begin on the top shelf. There's these 3 bottles on the top shelf. They look like L'Artisan Parfumeur bottles. This is the newer bottle design. It's impossible, even when I zoom up, it's impossible to see which fragrances they are. But L'Artisan Parfumeur, I think is a house that's very underrated. I think the last review that I've made from this house was the Pêche. I think it's a Fleur de Pêche. It was a gorgeous, powdery, soft, sweet, fruity peach scent. I thought it was a very nice scent. And then I have owned some of the older style L'Artisan Parfumeur scents. Also, when I first started in this fragrance hobby, one of my very first discovery sets was from L'Artisan Parfumeur. And there's so many from the house that I like. I like the Premier Figuier and also the Noir Exquis, which I reviewed a long time ago. I used to own a bottle. And I also had a bottle of the Ananas Fizz, which I think is not available anymore. And then I had the Vanille Havane, and I let go of that one as well. But anyways, I can't tell which fragrances these are, but I think they're L'Artisan Parfumeur. Now, if you look on the left side behind one of the bottles, there's a bottle here that really does look like a bottle of Stella McCartney, Stella EDP, which is discontinued, but it is actually one of my most favorite rose scents. And I actually have a roller ball of it. I don't have a bottle of it. I wish I did. I do have a bottle of the EDT version of Stella, which I think is really nice too. But I do prefer the Eau de Parfum version. So sad that they stopped making this scent. But here is the little roller ball. Oops. There you go. Stella by Stella McCartney. Beautiful, fresh, garden rose scent. It just reminds me of sitting in a garden and I'm sipping tea. And there's like this rose garden around me and it's like the spring or the summer. Very natural smelling. There's a little bit of greenness in here too, but it's just so beautiful. It reminds me of a big bouquet of flowers sitting on the table and I'm having like a tea party or garden party kind of thing. And I'm wearing a nice flowy dress. Wonderful, wonderful scent. I think it's the best from all the Stellas that I've tried. And I also own the Lily, Lily, but left that one in Canada. But that one is also discontinued, and I really enjoyed that one too. But yeah, so there's, I think, a bottle of Stella back there, which is one of the greatest rose scents, I think. Now, there's another bottle between the other two L'Artisan Parfumeur bottles. I can't make it out what it is, but if I were to guess, I'm gonna say Amour Oud, that style bottle where it has like that gold plaque in the front and the gold cap. But yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing the bottle. So if you guys have any guesses, let me know down in the comments. Now let's move down to the middle shelf. So on the left side, the second from the left, I think that's actually one of her own fragrances. And it's not around anymore. It's discontinued, but it's a flanker, I believe, of Truth or Dare, which I actually have a bottle of here. This is Truth or Dare Naked. And yeah, it's a flanker of the original Truth or Dare, which I own as well. It's still upstairs. This one is something I haven't worn in a very, very, very long time. But this, I believe, if I remember right, it has like this chocolatey cocoa note in it. There's a sweetness to this scent. It's also floral, I think. And maybe some vanilla, some amber, some spice. It does not smell like your typical celebrity scent at all. Even her original Truth or Dare in the white bottle, it's just very, it smells expensive. And this one does too, this naked version. Kind of sweet, ambery, vanilla, spicy, warm, maybe some florals too. And I really, really enjoy it. I didn't pay much for this. I found a great deal on this on Marketplace. On the far right, if I were to guess, I think that's the Penhaligon's Artemisia, because I kind of recognize the picture or the sticker in the front there. It's like a gold sticker with kind of a bow in there too. I could be wrong, but Artemisia, I have made a video on that a while ago, and I do remember it being a very powdery scent. Powdery, very dainty, floral, a little bit sweet as well. And it kind of reminded me of a ballerina, if I could scent one. It has this really nice, light, beautiful presence to it, vibe to it. And yeah, I think that's Artemisia from Penhaligon's. If I remember right, it's also one that didn't project a lot. It was kind of a light scent, but sometimes I'm in the mood, or sometimes we can be in the mood for something light and powdery and not so heavy and cloying. So with the other bottles, there's one that says in the middle shelf, in the middle, there's one that has the letter M. I have no idea what that is. There's another one. There's two other ones there that I can't recognize. I don't even have a guess. But in the middle shelf, I think it's Truth or Dare Naked and Artemisia by Penhaligon's. So let's move down to let's move down to the bottom shelf, which is the one I think is the most interesting of these shelves. Let's start off on the left hand side. There's a white bottle, and I think that's Tom Ford, and if I were to guess, it would be Soleil Neige. Can't see the sticker in the front because the chair is in the way, but I would guess Soleil Neige. I think the other white one is called Tuberose New, so it could be either of those. Beside that one, there's an orange bottle that looks also to be the same shape as Tom Ford bottles. Orange, I would guess it's Bitter Peach, which I do have a travel size of here. I love Bitter Peach. It's one of my favorites from Tom Ford, and I don't have a lot left there, about a little bit more than half, but I think it's an underrated scent. It doesn't really get the same attention as Lost Cherry. It's kind of like the forgotten scent. Kind of stands in the shadows of Lost Cherry, I think, because that one is so popular. But if I were to choose between Lost Cherry and Bitter Peach, I would probably choose the Bitter Peach. I love the peach note in here. It's very sweet, juicy, ripe, prominent, and also there's a prominent patchouli note in here, which gives it a little bit of dirtiness, earthiness. And together it's like a peach patchouli scent, and I love it, you guys. It's very, very strong as well. I do have a dupe of it from Paris Corner or Pandora Scents. I like that one too, but it's a lot more affordable. The bottles of these are just crazy. But yeah, I think that would be Bitter Peach on the left-hand side. And then beside that, it looks to be a diptyque bottle. And if I were to guess which one, I think it would be Oyedo. Because I think I remember the front of the bottle of Oyedo in the sticker. It's like the text is vertical. And it looks like there's like this vertical line in the middle of the sticker. So I'm guessing it's Oyedo. I'm not sure if I've tried Oyedo. If I have, I don't remember anything about it. But I would guess that's Oyedo. Beside that one, it looks like it's a Frederic Malle scent. I know that, or I read somewhere that she wears or enjoys Portrait of a Lady, so it might be that one, which I really like. I really like Portrait of a Lady. Beautiful, dark, sexy patchouli, incense, rose, smoky scent. And my other guess is maybe it's Carnal Flower, because I know, or I have heard that she really likes the note of tuberose, and I think that Carnal Flower from Frederic Malle is one of the best tuberose scents out there. It is very, very strong, creamy, white floral, so strong, beast mode. And I think it's a very nice tuberose scent. So the one beside that one in the pink bottle, I guess it would be Rose Prick because of that light pink bottle. I actually wore Rose Prick recently. I have some left in my sample of it. And when I first tried Rose Prick, I thought it was all right, but probably something I wouldn't reach for often. But testing it recently again and going back to it, I actually really enjoyed it. There was this really strong spiciness in there that was stronger than what I remembered it to be. That spicy, like hot pepper, black pepper spice, or maybe it's pink pepper, I'm not really sure, maybe a combination, but there's a really strong, intense spiciness in Rose Prick that really worked on that day. It was a cooler day, so you know, it didn't feel super cloying. I don't know. There was something about Rose Prick that I kind of fell in love with after going back to it, after not wearing it for a long time, because I had a little bit left in my sample. But yeah, that's Rose Prick, I would guess. And then beside that, lastly, there's a dark red bottle, also in the Tom Ford design, and I would guess it's Lost Cherry. Like I can see a little bit of the text, it's a blur though, but it's like short, so I'm guessing it's Lost Cherry, which of course is like probably the most popular scent in the Tom Ford collection right now. And I do like Lost Cherry. There are many dupes of it now. I have the one from Pandora Scents, and you know, it's similar enough. There's also one from Zara, the cherry smoothie that I have as well, which is a dupe of it. But yeah, so looking at her collection here, there are 17 bottles I counted. And yeah, I think there's some nice ones in here. I really wish I could read the ones on the top, the L'Artisan Parfumeur. I'm really curious which ones those are. But yeah, I do like several from her collection. And if you guys can guess any of the other perfumes, or maybe correct me if I guessed wrong, especially on that middle shelf, like what are those ones? What's that one with the big M? I'm curious. I'm curious what you guys think of her collection. And if you can guess what the other bottles are, that would be fun too. So yeah, that was a look at the perfumes in this bathroom that Madonna is sitting in, and I assume they're hers. Maybe they're not, but I'm curious what you guys think of her fragrances. And it was fun to take a look at these fragrances, and it's interesting to maybe know what fragrances celebrities like to wear. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you very soon in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.